Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency and smart contract platform by both market cap and daily volume trading. When it first launched in 2015, one Ether was just $2.77. As of the time of this video, the price of Ethereum has skyrocketed past $3,000. Crypto and financial analysts believe that it won't be long before Ethereum reaches $10,000, and we're going to explain why. Welcome to Mindnificent. In today's video, we're going to list all the reasons why Ethereum will continue its crazy growth all the way to 5 figures. Are you ready? Let's go. What determines Ethereum's price? If you're new to Ethereum or even cryptocurrency as a whole, it's important to understand how a cryptocurrency's price is determined, how the market moves, and what can affect the price. The maximum price that any cryptocurrency can reach is mostly dependent upon one factor, the market cap. Similar to a stock market, a cryptocurrency's market cap is calculated by multiplying the current price of each cryptocurrency unit by the circulating supply of its tokens. Ethereum has an infinite number of possible Ether tokens. However, through various processes, Ethereum can burn or mint new tokens to increase or limit the circulating supply. And just like all markets, price is mostly dictated by supply and demand. If Ether tokens are in demand due to exciting DeFi and NFT trading volume, prices are driven up. Crypto markets are also highly speculative, driven by equal parts fear and greed. Rumors of regulations, shutdowns, and hacks can throw markets into frenzies, and overnight crashes of 40% aren't unheard of. But when it comes to Ethereum's adoption, growth, and massive future potential, it's easy to see why so many people are hodling their Ether and playing the long game. Here are 5 reasons Ethereum will reach $10,000. Reason number 1. Past performance. While cryptocurrency markets are notoriously volatile over the short term, most crypto specialists will tell you to zoom out of the charts to see the overall direction of your chosen coin. Do that on Ethereum and we can see an overall upwards trend for price levels. If you bought $1,000 worth of Ether in August of 2015 at $2.77, today you'd be worth a tidy $1.1 million. That's an 1,100 times ROI. Even if you only got in at the start of 2021, you're still looking at least a 320% return on your investment. Just for context, in 2020, at an increase of 450%, Ethereum performed better than every single company that trades under the Dow, the Nasdaq 100, and the S&P 500, except for Tesla, who had a record 743% year. 2021 is a different story, however. Tesla has barely registered an 8% price increase compared to Ethereum's 320.2%. They do say that past performance isn't always the best predicator of future earning potential, but when you combine with the other reasons in this list, $10,000 is well within reach. Reason number 2. Massive DApp DeFi NFT development. Ethereum has by far the biggest ecosystem of emerging development on its Layer 2 architecture. According to the crypto app tracker State of the Dapps, there are more than 3,000 decentralized apps currently running on the Ethereum blockchain, with new ones being launched every day. Uniswap and Ethereum DEX traded $77.9 billion in the last 30 days alone, and that volume is steadily increasing. There's also unprecedented interest in non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. According to Dune Analytics, OpenSea, the world's largest marketplace for NFTs, recorded a $3.4 billion transaction volume on Ethereum in August this year. That's impressive, but even more so when you consider that's 10 times the volume traded in the month before. Each time an NFT is minted, bought, sold, or sent, Ether or equivalent tokens are needed to fund the transaction. DeFi, NFT, and DApp interest is currently at fever pitch and showing no signs of slowing. Another reason why $10,000 is definitely an achievable goal for Ethereum. Reason number 3. EIP 5519. This reason is a little more technical, but we'll try to explain it in simple terms. Back in early August, Ethereum users voted to implement Ethereum Improvement Project 5519, or EIP 5519. This code upgrade was in response to growing transaction fee unpredictability on Ethereum's second layer. Prior to the upgrade, users had to bid for how much they're willing to pay for their Ether transaction picked up by a miner, which can often be extremely costly. If the user doesn't bid enough, their fee is taken but the transaction itself fails. This can result in wasted gas fees that range from $30 to thousands. With EIP 5519, the bidding process is automated, making transaction fees much more predictable and therefore much more user-friendly. Another benefit of EIP 5519 is the introduction of slashing. After each transaction is processed, a small portion of Ether from that fee is slashed or destroyed permanently. Just as we mentioned earlier with price being affected by supply, this slashing is used to curb inflation, limit the circulating supply, and ultimately increase in relative value over the long term. Reason number 4. Inflation. There's no denying the obvious. The world's economy is in a bit of a mess. Despite government monetary policy propping up businesses and employees with stimuluses and the stock market seeing record gains throughout the pandemic, we're starting to feel the effects of such widespread money printing. Inflation is comfortable at 2% or less per year, but in the US, forecasters are predicting a single-year blowout of 4.2%. What does this mean for crypto? Well, crypto is seen as an inflationary hedge gaining value against currencies spiraling out of control due to inflation. When Venezuela experienced hyperinflation upwards of 4,500% in 2018, and their bolivar bottomed out to be worth 1/1,000,000th of a US dollar, those that held any cryptocurrency suddenly were able to live like kings. While that's an exceptional case, it's a very real possibility that irresponsible government spending could lead to a situation where your tiny crypto holdings are worth a fortune. But it's not just Venezuelan farmers holding Ethereum that are trying to insure against a financial crisis. There has also been a noticeable shift of corporate investment into crypto holdings over the past 12 months. As the world's fiat currencies become more unstable, the price of Ethereum will continue to rise. Reason number 5. Move to proof of stake. When Ethereum was first launched in 2015, despite being revolutionary in its architecture, it still borrowed a lot of inspiration from cryptocurrency's grandfather, Bitcoin. That was evident in the way it both validated transactions on the blockchain, but also how new tokens were minted and distributed. Bitcoin and Ethereum, for now, still have a consensus method called proof of work. In this system, miners are required to solve a graphics-intensive mathematical program in order to earn the right to validate a transaction and earn tokens as a reward. While effective, these problems become increasingly more difficult to solve over time, meaning more and more energy is required to mine new blocks. How much power exactly? At last count, the Bitcoin network used the same amount of power daily that is used in the whole country of the Netherlands. This is obviously unsustainable, especially as the network grows. Ethereum plans to transition to a new consensus model called proof of stake, where no computation is required and transaction validation is processed by pools of people who hold Ether. This is all part of ETH 2.0. One of the most significant upgrades to Ethereum ever developed, bringing faster transaction times, lower transaction fees, and a much more efficient network, needing a fraction of the energy previously required. Another exciting feature of the proof of stake consensus model is the staking mechanism. Ethereum holders can pledge or stake their Ether into pools called nodes or stake pools. As a reward for staking your Ether, you are paid a reward of up to 5% APR. This does a few things to the price of Ethereum. Firstly, when you stake your Ether, you are effectively promising not to sell or move your Ether for an agreed amount of time. This creates a lot more stability in Ethereum's price as it discourages pumps and dumps or large volume moves. Secondly, as more Ether is being held, supply decreases while demand increases, further inflating the price. The move to proof of stake was always inevitable, and despite some unexpected development delays, ETH 2.0 is planned for early 2022. Will we see ETH 2.0 and proof of stake before the price of Ethereum hits $10,000? Almost definitely, but with development, adoption, and improvements on the horizon, we'll all be driving Lambos in no time. That's all we have time for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please let me know by clicking that subscribe button and bell notification button because more magnificent content is on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.